Welcome to Not My Star Wars, where we talk about Disney, Disney Plus, and in this video, Not My Star Wars. About 2 days ago, I reached 100 subscribers. I first and foremost want to say thank you so much to everyone that has been supporting the channel. The channel was created very recently, November 16th, 2019, and my first upload was on December 12th. So literally in 2 months, I now have 30 videos and 100 subscribers. I very much appreciate it. While 100 subscribers may not seem like much to some, any new YouTube creator will tell you that it's a lot. It's your first major milestone, and I want to thank everyone that has supported. Some people get lucky, they put up one video and get 1 million views. More than you know, there's millions of creators out here that have several videos from 6 years ago that have 30 views each, and they have 6 subscribers. It is really awesome that in 2 months I've reached 100 subscribers. Again, thank you so much to everyone that has been supporting the channel. And while I do get some hate comments, for the most part, everyone has been very supportive and kind. I really appreciate it. I will continue to create content as often as I can, and as unique type of content that I can come up with. I try to stand out and make my channel different from everyone's, and create things that are important to me and that I feel are unique. I hope you guys are enjoying it. There's much more to come. Please feel free to comment on this video, any of your thoughts, things you would like to see. If there's anything that is annoying about my videos or you love about my videos, is there certain topics you want me to cover? Are there certain things you want me to do? At the end of the day, I'm going to do me. I'm going to represent Star Wars as an old school Star Wars fan from A New Hope on. But of course, I will always take everyone's feedback into consideration. So know that it helps tremendously when you guys leave comments. Not just for the algorithm, I read them all. I try to reply to all of them. Not that I get too many of them at the moment, but I do try to interact with anyone that interacts with me. So please leave any comments, any ideas, thoughts, concerns, whatever you would like. It's an open forum, and I really appreciate your guys' comments. I am a digital marketer by trade, so I know a lot of tricks and techniques for videos and video SEO. So part of this video is I wanted to show you guys how you can support Not My Star Wars, but also any YouTube creator that you're interested in or that you like, how you can support them, how you can help them grow. And also I'm going to give some tips for YouTube creators. So if you're someone that's creating videos, whether you have 1 million subscribers or 10, I'm going to show you some things to help you grow. While Not My Star Wars is a new channel, I've been on YouTube since 2012. If you look here, these 2 channels are mine as well. So I'm not new to YouTube. I've helped many businesses and myself grow channels. I don't have millions of subscribers, but I do know how to make videos take off on YouTube. Not My Star Wars is a channel that's very specific to exposing Disney. Not everybody is into that. The videos are a little bit specific. It's also a very new channel. It takes a while to be found. I only have 30 videos. I'm sure by the time I get to 100 videos, it will grow quite a bit. So I'm going to show you guys a few things that can help Not My Star Wars and any YouTube creator. And again, if you are a YouTube creator, use these things to your advantage. Just to give you some sort of reference, I'm going to go into incognito, and if you don't know what incognito mode is, it's a fresh browser with no kind of data or tracking on your activity, who you are. It's just a virgin or neutral browser. So YouTube and Google don't know your location, your history, anything like that. This allows you to see what anyone would see. I'm in the Pittsburgh area, but in incognito, when I do a search, it's going to show as if anyone was searching. Wisconsin, California, Australia, wherever, it's going to show the same results. Just so you see that I'm not talking smack, you're going to see here video SEO. The first video ranked in the world in all of YouTube is my video. Now I want to point out it has 2,000 views. The second place has 1,000. Now look here, third place has 86,000 views. Fourth place is almost 1 million views. West 4.2, 70,000, 41,000, 7,000. Neil Patel, 108,000 views. Miles does real well as well, 32,000 views. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying I'm beating guys like Neil Patel and Brian Dean for first place in YouTube. This is not a trick. You can yourself search this right now. You're going to see that my video is #1. By the way, if you're looking to learn about video SEO or SEO in general, search engine optimization, Brian Dean is excellent. Follow his channel. He's a great teacher. He has really cool videos. He does kind of a humorous take, but very educational. Brian Dean is fantastic. But I'm beating the likes of Brian Dean and Neil Patel. Why? Because I understand how YouTube works, how the algorithms work, and video SEO. I'm going to show you one more example. Penetrage LLC. I'm in first place against 70,000 views, 35,000 views, 1.4, 8,000, 29,000. Look, 1.1 million views. And she is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place. And I'm in first. So first understand that YouTube is not going to push your video just because it has a million views. YouTube is not concerned with the number of views as much as you think. Does it take it into account? Absolutely. If a video is popular, it's going to get shown. However, what happens with a lot of videos, let's look at that one. That's a 22-minute video. Now, I haven't watched that video in years, so I don't remember, but I don't tend to remember that video being that interesting, and it's CBC News. A 22-minute video, maybe people are only watching 3 minutes of the video and then bailing on the video. So regardless of it having 1.1 million views, it registers a view after 30 seconds or so. Just because that video has a lot of views doesn't mean it's going anywhere. It just means it has a lot of views. Views are great, but don't get too caught up in views. What matters is retention. If your video is 2 minutes or 20 minutes, is someone watching the video the whole way through? That's what YouTube is really looking for, is how much engagement, the amount of time watched, the likes, the comments. So that's what's really important for your videos, is how interesting and the quality of the video or engaging the video is. A video could have low production quality, but if it's interesting, if it's engaging, that's what YouTube's looking at. Even a 3-minute video, if people are watching the whole video, that's what YouTube cares about. I'm beating out videos with 1.6K views that have a million views. So I just wanted to show that to you real quick so that you don't think I'm just talking, blowing air and making shit up. Okay, so here's my most recent video. 21 views, nothing out of this world. I just put it up yesterday. But you see it has, first of all, 6 likes and 0 dislikes. Sure, some of my videos get a couple dislikes, but in general, most of my videos are all likes. I maybe have 1 or 2 dislikes on videos. That's a big deal, the ratio here. There are several video SEO tools out here. The 2 that you can use live while you're on YouTube that are the most effective are TubeBuddy and vidIQ. I use them both because I can cross-reference things and double-check things. They're both free to use, although they have paid versions of them. And they give you a lot of important data. But one of the most important things is the best practices. Now, you're going to see here that I have everything checked. This is TubeBuddy. And then in vidIQ, see the like ratio 100%. And here, in the video optimization checklist, see how everything's checked off? Now, sometimes it doesn't pick up correctly because this video does have an end screen and it was shared. Sometimes it just doesn't pick up correctly. But all these little things, when you're ranking videos, understand this. There's not just one thing you're going to do and the video is going to take off. That doesn't exist. Some people do get lucky. They'll put up a video of zebras and it gets 10 million views. But that's just a rare occasion. That's 1 in a million. To make your videos take off, you have to do a checklist of things. One thing that most creators do is they count on the video itself and just hope it's going to take off, and it's just not the case. You have to put in the work and do the extra steps to ensure that the video makes progress. Doing 1 or 2 little things isn't going to make a video take off. There's several things you can and should do, and the more that you check off these boxes, the more likely that video and your channel is going to get traction. One example is obviously the title. This will tell you if the title's too long or too short. Sometimes you can't avoid that. Sometimes the title is literally just a short couple words, although you could always make it into a sentence. Where the problem usually occurs is a title's too long and it'll tell you title too long, but sometimes you just can't avoid that. But on a short title, you can always add a couple words, get a little bit more elaborate. Tags, basically keywords. There's all kinds of videos out here that tell you just use 1 or just use the 3 most relevant, or that's all bullshit. You have space for 500 characters. Use that space, every bit of it, because videos don't just rank for the first keyword or just the keyword that matches the title. It ranks for several keywords if you do this correctly. Take advantage and use as many keywords as possible. And when you use TubeBuddy and you use vidIQ, it even gives you suggestions for keywords. Also, in the settings of your channel, make sure you put in channel tags, things that are the most commonly related to your channel. The description, this is where 80 to 90% of YouTube creators fail, because you don't put a proper description in your video. And I'll get back to that in a moment. Cards, these guys. You can do surveys and different types of things. You can put links. It only takes you a minute to create a card, less than a minute. You can put 5 cards in a video. Take the time, put at least 1 card. You're cheating yourself if you're not putting at least 1 card in your video. Take the time, put at least 1 card. I put 5 in every video. Unless it's a short video, I'll put 1, maybe 2. But always put a card. End screens. That's, where you could have like a video preview for click the next video. On my videos, if you watch them, you'll see the little subscribe come up and there's my logo there. You'll see my Not My Star Wars circle shared on Facebook and Twitter. That's something that's not totally clear to everyone. It's not a matter of taking this link from the video and copying and pasting it. You want to, from here, share it to Facebook and Twitter. And if you have all these accounts, take advantage of them. If you're a serious creator, leverage social media. All this stuff is free. Minimum, Facebook and Twitter. Share them. Reddit is very powerful. Tumblr. VK is basically the Russian version of Facebook. LinkedIn. Take advantage of these. Share your video. It makes a big difference. Make the video public. A lot of you do live streams. And what you do is you unlist your videos because you see that the algorithm hurts you. But that's because you are doing your videos incorrectly. Let me explain. You're doing a great job. You have thousands of people watch your live stream. You're getting super chats and everything. The video aspect, the live version of it is great. But where you're suffering is you're not doing proper SEO. Your video should always be public. You're cheating yourself of people around the world finding your live streams. You should not unlist them. I know that you guys are looking at your stats and you're like, but when I don't unlist them, my stats crash because you're not properly optimizing your videos. All your videos should be public. This is part of the checklist. I'm an expert at this. I do this for a living. But guys like vidIQ and TubeBuddy have millions of subscribers. They've tested and tried and done all these things. That's on a checklist for a reason. Pinned comment and hearted comment. This is something that most creators miss as well. Always create a comment and pin it. Now, the other day someone said, did you really just heart your own comment? Yes, because that's part of the SEO checklist is to heart a comment. Why? Because it shows YouTube that there's engagement, not only on the video, but by the creator. That is what YouTube is looking for. At the end of the day, it's not what your video is about or who you are. It's that the video is getting engagement and that the creator is engaging back with the video and the people that are engaging with the video. My channel's new. I don't get a ton of comments. Some videos have none, like this one. But the first thing I do when I publish a video is I create a comment, which is a small summary or a question or a comment. I pin it and I heart it. That's not to say that I don't heart other people's comments, but I'm going to guarantee that my checklist is going to have the hearted comment. It's not me having an ego. It's part of making sure that the checklist is taken care of. It also sends a notification to some people that Not My Star Wars had hearted a comment. The same thing happens on Facebook. When you like things, your friends see that you like it. So sometimes Facebook doesn't like to show your post to other people, even your friends. But then when you like it, your friends get a notification. So many times I'll like my own posts, not because I'm being some crazy egomaniac. It's because in your notifications, it tells you that I like this video. Regardless of it being my video or my post or someone else's, it's giving you a notification. That's the point. So for the checklist, always heart a comment. Now, if you're fortunate that you put up a video and all of a sudden it immediately gets 10 comments, okay, you don't have to heart your own comment. You can heart another comment. I have to do what I have to do at the moment, but always heart at least one comment. And this is frustrating because I see creators that get all this interaction and yet they're not replying to any people. They're not hearting any comments or liking any comments. And I don't want to hear the excuse that my channel's too big. I'm too busy. No, you need to take the time and read through some of these comments. I'm not telling you to spend your entire day going through every comment on every video. But if you put up a video, take 5 minutes, even right after you put up the video, and look at a few comments. Reply to at least 1 or 2 people. Heart a comment, like a couple comments, because YouTube sees that interaction. It also is important to your fans to have interaction. Too many creators get big and I'm too busy. That's a poor excuse. YouTube, if you're a serious or big time creator, it's a business. We all know that. And you have to treat your business seriously. If you had a flower shop and people are calling your flower shop, are you not going to answer the phone because you're just too busy? Maybe you can't get to every call, but you have to put the effort to answer every email, every phone call. And the same thing with YouTube. You need to make an effort to get to the comments on your videos. I don't care how big you are. I don't care if you have 3 million subscribers. You must interact and you must acknowledge the people that are supporting you. YouTube picks up on this. Certainly the people that are following you pick up on that. So ways that you can help. Of course, liking a video helps tremendously, but so does not liking a video. If you truly dislike one of my videos or a creator's videos, thumb it down. That's okay, because at the end of the day, that's still showing YouTube interaction, and it only helps the channel when people are interacting with the video, not just watching the video, but actually somehow interacting, liking, commenting. Your comments are so important. Again, not just for the algorithm, but for my feedback. Always, please leave a comment. And on this video, if you have certain ideas, suggestions, questions, whatever, please leave comments. That's how these videos get shown and pushed out. If no one's interacting with the video at all, no matter how good the video is, nothing's going to happen. Something else that many people fail on is high resolution thumbnails. It doesn't take much to make a thumbnail, but so many creators don't put one or put a low quality one. It only takes a few minutes. If you're going to make these videos, take them seriously. There's some creators that get big and they're like, just put a thumbnail, just push out the video. Whereas if you took an extra half an hour and customized your video, it would take off much faster and have an overall success rate on a much higher level. Another thing that comes up often is people saying, I don't get notifications. So I'm going to show you here. One, know that YouTube often unsubscribes you from channels. They just do that nonsense. It's their bots being stupid. So if you don't get a notification from a channel you like for a while, weeks, a month, check in, see what's going on. If you want to support that channel, make sure you're subscribed. But I want to show you guys something because I don't think everybody quite catches this. I'm going to unsubscribe here. Now, when you subscribe, people tell you click the bell. And yes, you click the bell. If you just click away, like I clicked the bell, nothing happens. And what a lot of people do is choose this. Some might pick none. Well, of course, you're not going to get notifications. Most pick personalized. Personalized is going to go very much off of your activity and behavior on YouTube. So if I put a video out about, I don't know, Ahsoka Tano, but you're really into Darth Vader videos, even though you follow my channel, even though you like my videos, it may not show you because it's trying to personalize the fact that you're into Darth Vader and not Ahsoka Tano. What a lot of people seem to not understand or take the extra step of is you must click all. Now that doesn't mean you're going to get literally every notification, but I can tell you that when I subscribe, 9 out of 10 times I'm picking all, unless it's someone I just want to casually keep an eye on, and I get the notification constantly to a point sometimes where it's too much. So if you have a channel that's putting out 5 videos a day and it just gets to be too much, well, just come here and you could change it. But I put out a video maybe once a day or a couple a week, and if you're not seeing notifications from me or any channel, it's most likely because of this. Also, the creator inside of his channel in the settings, you can customize some of the notifications that are going out. I won't get into that because it's just going to extend this video, but know that creators that you can also have some control over what people are being notified about. It's important when you subscribe. First, it's obviously important that you subscribe. I think people sometimes forget. They see a video and then they go off to the next video. If you like the video, please subscribe. Make sure that you click the bell, but for all notifications, liking videos, sharing videos, commenting on videos is huge. It really helps the algorithm push the video to other people, and it helps the channel and the videos to grow. Now, I'm going to use Geeks and Gamers as an example because they do very well. Jeremy does very well. This video is their most viewed video, 1.7 million. Very good, Jeremy. They have 218,000 subscribers. Geeks and Gamers does very well. However, Jeremy makes one huge mistake, well, several mistakes, but one major mistake on all of his videos, and that stops the traction of the videos. And this is why he, like many creators, have to unlist your videos because you're not doing proper SEO. So the biggest mistake you're making, Jeremy, is your description. You just put 3 hashtags and you left it at that. Take the time, create a description. It could be 2 or 3 sentences. In this video, I talk about Brie Larson and her relation to the Avengers. Jeremy Renner has beef and throws major shade at her. Come with me as I explore the failures of Brie Larson. So whatever. A few sentences, even one sentence that encircles the keywords here. So you want to have 1 or 2, 3 sentences that mentions Avengers, Brie Larson, Jeremy Renner. YouTube is looking for that. Also, when you do a search, Let me show you guys. You see here the description? YouTube is picking up on that. And if you don't even have a description in your video, it's just going off the title. SEO works on multiple levels. You're not going to rank a video just because you're popular or you have a bunch of subs or because of the title. A title can be as clickbaity as you want. A title can be as realistic as you want. But you have to have a supporting description. You don't have to write a book, but it is imperative that you put a description in your video. Another major thing is a link. Now, Jeremy usually has many links in his video, so that's not generally a problem. But most of his links are follow Mary Mayhem, follow Josiah, follow Geeky Candy. Those are great, but you should have links to your website, should be one of the first links you have, and also you should have links to any supporting articles. If you are on another YouTube channel or some sort of news article, put the link in the description, Jeremy. Not only does it give proper respect to that source, but YouTube looks at that. YouTube sees, and if you have a link to, I don't know, CNN, and it's a respected source, not that I respect CNN, but just saying that if you have a respected source to the internet, then YouTube is going to bump that video because it's seeing that you're referencing a real article. So you must have links and you must have a description. And this is Jeremy's biggest infraction. This video should be over 2 million views, but it's not because he has no description. He also has barely got any tags. He doesn't have a good thumbnail. He never puts info cards. Put at least one, Jeremy, one info card. See the little eye? Put at least one in your video. It takes 30 seconds. Make sure you do that. Also, he doesn't heart any comments, which goes to show you, as you can see, he's lucky because right away people comment right away. Okay, and he's got tons of comments. Jeremy, you can take 5-10 minutes of your day, read through, even if it's just the top 10 comments. You know, you can come here and sort by top comments or the newest. Take 5 minutes of your day. Go through, acknowledge a few people. Most of these replies are us interacting amongst ourselves, not Jeremy. So it makes a huge impact if you interact with the people that are supporting you, but also YouTube is going to pick up on that. You could have hearted any one of these comments. There's got to be one in here that you like. Heart a comment, if not several. You are not too important to not have the time to interact with these people. I'm not being mean, Jeremy. I'm not calling you out. I think you're awesome. I follow you. I watch your videos. I'm just trying to give you professional video SEO tips here that you're cheating yourself of much more traction on Geeks and Gamers and this video. I promise you, if I had your kind of following, this would be much higher, the subscribers and the views. There's things that you're neglecting in your videos. Your thumbnails, I don't know what the thumbnail was here, if you even had one. Make sure you put a thumbnail. And there's a lot of cheap or free image software these days. You can make a thumbnail in a couple minutes. It's not a big deal. An info card is just a few seconds. Take 5 minutes of your day, read through some comments, like a comment or two, heart a comment. It will have an impact. And this, you're cheating yourself. Make sure you fill up your keywords, all of them, as much as you can. Tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ will help guide you. It will show you not only suggestions, but it'll even show you competing videos that you can take keywords from. So while Jeremy's doing great, he could be doing even better. I promise you, if I had 1 hour to tweak this video, and I don't mean the video itself, not touch the video, the content, but the SEO aspect of this video. If I had 1 hour to get in there and tweak this video, the description, the title, the tags, all these little tweaks, this video would jump up in views and he would get more subs. I'm not saying that it's going to get 1 million overnight, but it will definitely push the video. When you get bigger, I know you get busier and you don't have the time, but it's important that all your videos, you spend, it's like an hour. Get your video optimized. These things have huge impact. And remember that you only have to do it once. You spend an hour on the video, get it all optimized, and then that's it. It lives on YouTube forever. It's worth the time because in the long run, this video and your channel is going to get much more traction. Anyways, Jeremy does great. It may sound funny that a guy with 100 subs is telling Jeremy how to do better, but we all can do better. We all can learn from each other. And I promise you that if Jeremy, you take the time and you do these little extra things, your videos and your channels will take off even farther, even bigger, and even faster. So the most obvious things are subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. Comments are huge. If you are a creator, I'm going to show you. See how I have 3 sentences here? Just basically a synopsis of what the video is. And it has the keywords, Clone Wars, Season 7, February 21st when it comes out, Ahsoka Tano. This stuff is important. YouTube reads this. If you're smart, you've got links to your social media and any kind of affiliate links or things that you have. Briefly, please follow me on Twitter. I do have a Facebook group. You can make a donation through PayPal. You can become a monthly member on Subscribestar or Patreon and support the channel. These things help. They not only show that you're interested in the channel, but things like mics and editing software and all kinds of things that help the channel grow cost money. Taking the time for me to create these videos costs money. Anyways, I'm not asking you guys to support the channel because that's the only way that I will create content. I will always create the best content that I can, regardless if I have 1 or 0 patrons or 1,000 patrons. I just am showing you examples of how you can support me, but also if you're a creator, make sure you put these things in your description. Something else that is super, super powerful for videos that 99% of you are missing is the previous video. Always in your description, put your playlist and its link. Also, put a link to the video that was previous to this video. So the video I put out before this video was Disney keeps canceling Star Wars properties. Why do I do that? Okay, let's look at that. If you come to my channel and then you come to playlists, which they're also on the home screen, you can customize this, which ones show up. If you come to playlists, you're going to see the different playlists that I've created. Briefly, these are Star Wars fan films. If you're looking for cool Star Wars fan films, well, I have 80 of them. There are more out there. I'll keep adding them as I find them. But there's some cool stuff here. One that really sticks out is the Darth Maul. Another one is the TIE Fighter cartoon. Those are really good. Classic Star Wars is self-explanatory. This is pretty self-explanatory. You know, Doomcock or other creators that have made nice videos about exposing Star Wars. I'm sure Mahler and some other people are in there. This is pretty self-explanatory. Mandalorian stuff. This is something I created, the Fandalarium. It's basically the blind faith and fellowship of the Mandalorian. I think people are starting to see through the marketing of the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, and all that nonsense. And of course, some Disney failures. Okay, so here's Not My Star Wars playlist. Playlists are super, super important on YouTube. More than you know. So let me show you a couple things. Create a playlist. If you have a channel that goes on a bunch of different topics, you can make different playlists for those topics. I just have my main one with all the videos that I've created. Give it a description. As you can see here, original videos created by Not My Star Wars. Why? Because YouTube and Google read this stuff and they will find it. They will make your videos relevant, your playlist relevant. Now, as you can see, there's 30 videos and look how many views, 1,700 views just from this playlist. Remember I showed you that this is my most recent video, and then in the video it had the link, Disney keeps canceling Star Wars properties. That is super important, and here's what you do. This video has a link back to this video. This video has a link back to this video. This video has a link to this video, and it keeps going so on. So every time you add a new video, put the link from the previous video. What does that do? It sends juice down the line to each video. Now, maybe this video only gets 10 views and this one gets 10,000. It doesn't matter. They're each pushing juice to each other. So if this one gets 10,000, but this one, let's say, only gets 100, well, part of that juice of this video will trickle down to this video. It is super important that you do this in your playlist. Some of you have tons of videos already and you didn't do it from the beginning, but if you're starting new or take the time, spend a day, optimize your channel. Putting links to these videos will send juice. So then all these videos are linked to each other and it all trickles down to this one. Now you could create a loop and I could now link this back to the first video, but then it kind of closes the loop and I have to change it every time I upload a new video. So what I do is I just end the loop here. This is actually my first video because I spent 2 weeks doing a bunch of elaborate editing on it. So all the juice, not all the juice, but some juice from all these videos trickles down not only to each video, but then it all comes down to this video. Playlists are tremendous. YouTube loves them. So make sure you make playlists and you link videos to each other down the line. It will give you a tremendous boost of SEO for your channel and on the individual videos. Another thing that's very powerful is the views on the playlist. Now, I know that not everyone is going to want to sit through 30 videos. I don't know how many hours are there now, but over 30 hours. It's probably a good 40, 50 hours at this point between all those videos. Well, some of them are short, 30 plus hours. You're not necessarily going to want to sit and watch all those videos at once. But what you can do that is super helpful, maybe one day you're going out to work for 8 hours. Maybe you're going out of town for the weekend. And if it doesn't bother you to leave the laptop on, well, come to my channel, go to the playlist, or you can see it here on the home. Okay, Not My Star Wars, play all. If you hit play all and just walk away, come back later that day, come back the next day, it helps my videos and my channel tremendously that the playlist is getting views and that each video is getting watch time. Because if this one video gets 1 million views and these all get 100, it doesn't do much for the channel. But when they're all getting watch time, it helps tremendously. It pushes the algorithm in a huge way. So if you really want to give me help here, one day, come to the playlist, hit play all, and if you can, watch them. I do make the videos so that you enjoy them. But if you just want to help and you don't have the time to watch a bunch of videos, just hit play all and let it run. I'm constantly adding videos. It's going to build and there'll be 50 videos and 100 videos and who knows however many videos I'll end up with. But just letting the playlist run through gives the playlist a tons of juice. It gives each video juice. Each video is then passing juice to each other, and it gives the overall channel a ton of support and juice. Playlists are super, super, super important for YouTube creators out there. Make sure you make them. Make sure you're into your videos. And if you're a subscriber, it helps tremendously to play all and let them run through. I hope you watch and enjoy the videos, but even if you don't have the time, just letting it run through is super helpful. Okay, the other piece of advice I want to give to creators, something else that most creators are unaware of or totally miss, is the titles of your video and your thumbnail. As you can see here, the file name of my video upload is the title, Clone Wars 20 Essential Episodes to Prepare for Season 7. YouTube reads that. Same thing with the thumbnail. It's not showing it here, but it's the same title. When you upload the video, don't just upload it as video 27. Make a proper title, and the same thing with the thumbnail. Make that title coincide with the actual title of the video. It doesn't have to be word for word the same, although it can be, but something in the realm. 20 essential episodes of Clone Wars. And then see how it relates to the Clone Wars 20 essential episodes. It is very important that the file name of the video and the thumbnail file name coincide with the keywords of what you are making the video of. This is tremendous. Google and YouTube pick up on that stuff, and it can help push a video big time. The more you let YouTube know what the video is about, the easier it's going to be to rank it. So as I mentioned earlier, a video is not going to rank just because you make a great video, or just because it has a thumbnail, or just because you use a certain keyword. That's not how it works. It's a compilation of everything that you do in a checklist. The file name of the video, the file name of the thumbnail should correlate with the title of the video. The description should correlate with the title and the file names. Something that has the keywords and gives a brief description to YouTube to pick up on so that when they suggest videos, they know where to place the video. Sometimes vidIQ, and it's partly because it conflicts with TubeBuddy, it doesn't like to pick all this stuff up. But yes, I do have an end screen. Closed captions, no, that's something I never can get to work for whatever reason. Monetization, my channel's not monetized yet, but it is shared. This video doesn't have a comment yet, so I can't reply to a comment. But as soon as I see a comment, I'm going to reply. So again, replying to comments, liking and hearting them, sharing your video. You must make your videos public. I will repeat, you guys like to unlist your videos because they drop off, but they're dropping off because you have a following, and that following comes into your live stream because they want to interact with you. But what happens when the video goes off live? It's going to drop because you're not taking the time to do the SEO checklist. You're not putting a description in your video for YouTube to know how to find that video. So rather than unlisting the video, when you finish the live stream, write a little paragraph. In this live stream, we discussed Brie Larson's shenanigans during 2019. We also were talking about Ahsoka Tano's role in the new Clone Wars Season 7. Blah, 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 blah. Just write a few sentences. That's why those videos are hurting you and losing traction, because you're not showing YouTube what the video is. You can't just go off of, I have 100,000 followers, so, YouTube should be pushing it. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter if you have 10 followers or 10,000 followers. As I showed you, I'm beating out videos with 1 million views because I'm doing it correctly. So stop unlisting your videos, because you are hurting your channel in the long run. You're maybe not hurting your channel, but you're cheating yourself of YouTube pushing those videos because you're making them unlisted. Once again, it is dropping the algorithm because you're not taking the time to make sure that it has an end screen and that it has a good thumbnail, that you're interacting with the comments. Write a description. It's very, very important. Sometimes these checklists act a little buggy, but I can promise you that most of this stuff is done. It just sometimes doesn't pick it up right. Another thing is, as you can see here, you'll get suggestions for keywords. If you're kind of lost and you don't know what to use, it'll give you suggestions. It will also show you videos to go off of. Okay, official trailer. So I can look through here and potentially find a tag that I'm not using. There's one right there, Disney Plus. See, I have Disney Plus, but I don't have it like that. So there you go. You can add it just like that. Now let me see one I could take off that I don't need. Clone Troopers probably isn't so heavily searched. Okay, now watch this. With TubeBuddy, you can come in here and sort. See how they have numbers? This is where my video is ranking. Number 3 for season 7. Number 3 for Captain Rex. It'll show you the value of where it's ranking. You can come in here and auto sort them with TubeBuddy, and it'll lay them back out for you in that ranking order. Yes, the first tags get the priority. So put your most important tags up here in front. You have 500 characters. Make sure you use as many tags as possible. You see here, tag volume, tag count, keywords. You need to take advantage of this. Actionable, 50 of 50. This again is just being silly because that stuff is done. The only thing I don't have is the captions. I'm not monetized yet, and there's not a comment for me to reply on. All the rest is done. This is just acts silly sometimes. But you see here, all 5s out of 5s. Let's look at TubeBuddy. They're saying 2 are not completed, and that's the caption and the monetization. And you see I have no warning. Okay, so now I reordered the tags a little bit better according to their ranking. And you can use this stuff for free. Yes, there's paid versions that can give you deeper analytics, but even just using the free version of vidIQ and TubeBuddy can help increase your video's performance tremendously. Make sure you use them. Make sure you save, of course, as well. So just a quick review. Make sure that your file name, your title, your thumbnail name, and the description all correlate. They don't have to be word for word the same, but at least similar. I tend to use just the same thing, but at least make sure your keywords are there. Make sure that you use the description. Stop unlisting your videos, guys. You are cheating yourselves of much more exposure because you're making these videos not public. What is hurting you is your description. You're not taking the time to do all the SEO steps and write a proper description. The description doesn't have to be a book. Write a few sentences. Let YouTube know what the video is about so that when people search, it gives them relevant information of where to put the video. Here, it's not going to do it. But when you search something, see, Ahsoka Tano is the Padawan learner. Could we see an Ahsoka Tano? Compilation of Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano. And if you'll notice, you see how that word is highlighted as bolder? That's because YouTube is picking up on that, and that's how it's ranking it. Just putting it in the title is not going to do it. But when you put it in the thumbnail, the file name, the description, the tags, the actual video title, then YouTube sees, oh, okay, it's not just Ahsoka Tano one place, it's Ahsoka Tano in 5 places. So if I see it in 5 places, now it's more authoritative. Now it's more believable. This is what this video is about. Think of it as like a reference. If I come to someone you know and I say, hey, what do you think about Mr. X? And that person says, oh yeah, he's, a pretty good guy. Okay, that's one reference. But now if I go to 5 or 10 people and ask, hey, what do you think of Mr. X? And they all say, yes, Mr. X, his name is actually Mr. X, and he's a pretty good guy. What are you going to go by? One person's word or 10 people having the same consistent word? That's how Google works. Google, YouTube, it's the same thing. Google owns YouTube. That's exactly how it works. So when YouTube sees that all these keywords and descriptions and titles and names are matching up, then it's going to give priority to that content. Pay attention to all the people that are ranked number 1 for things, and you're going to see that the description is matching the content. Ahsoka and Ezra. Ahsoka, you see, he's not doing as well. He's got 1 million subscribers, 258K views. Okay, you see, here's a perfect example. 576 views. This guy's got 250,000 views. He's got 15,000 subscribers. This guy's got 1 million subscribers. And yet this guy's video is outranking this one. Why? Well, it could be several reasons, but one of the most obvious and basic reasons is the description has Ahsoka Tano, whereas here he's just worried about selling merch. Put that at the bottom of your description. We're not interested in your t-shirts. We want to know what the video is about. So does YouTube. If we enjoy the content, then at the bottom we'll look at what merch you have. There's nothing wrong with putting this, but if that's going to be the first thing or your only description, that's where you're going to fail. And you've got much more views and subscribers. And it doesn't matter how big of a channel you have or how many views you have, it's watch time. And it's also communicating to YouTube what the video is about. And that's the biggest mistake that so many of you make. You have these great, huge channels with huge followings and you cheat yourself. Look, barely a description here. This one's got nothing. 1.2 million views. Imagine if he had a description here for what is this? Probably a clip of when Ahsoka leaves. It's been up for 6 years. That should have 5 million views if it had a proper description, because if it did, it would be up at the top of the list. And instead, it just got that because so many people look for this. But what you need to focus on is not just the obvious of someone looking specifically for Ahsoka Tano lightsaber. What you want is the video to rank so that when someone does Ahsoka Tano, you're showing up regardless. Let me show you an example. Remember my video SEO? Okay, but also look, see, it's ranking for that as well. See, it's here. Now that one's tougher because it's the third description in the title. It's not what I'm going for specifically. It's not my main keyword. But video SEO, the most important of the three, it is number one because that's what I focused on. My point here is that you could search for number one YouTube ranking and stumble across this video, even though the key thing I'm ranking for is video SEO. I'm still giving myself a chance in 3 different places for you to come across my video, as opposed to only finding that video by Ahsoka lightsabers. I hope that makes sense. But the most important one, video SEO, that has the highest volume, 4,400, is number one. That's what this video revolves around. That's what the keywords were focused on, was video SEO. Now that may not seem like much to you, 4,400, but think about it. Professionals that rank videos, that's what you go for, is video SEO. And I'm number one for that. That's not easy to do. That's one of the hardest topics to rank for in all of YouTube, because you've got a bunch of professionals with million view videos competing for these terms. It's not that my video is so much better than Brian's or other people. They have much greater followings. Neil Patel has 540,000 subscribers, but I'm doing the SEO part better than they are. Look at him. This video will show you everything you need to know about video SEO. See how this is a great description, and you see how it's picking up video SEO? Now look at Neil. Neil's a great marketer, but even he's failing. Do you want more subscribers? Are you ready to learn video ranking? You see here in the first 2 sentences, you should have your main keyword, video SEO, and he doesn't. That's part of why his video is down here in like 6th place instead of up higher. You see here how it's picking up on video, but he doesn't have video SEO. Here he has SEO and video, but he could have titled this a little bit better and had it in the description. Leverage your website for better video SEO by embedding videos. That right there, that description, that title would have boosted this video up. So just a reminder that you're not going to rank just because of one piece, just because you have an amazing title or amazing thumbnail. You have to do all the pieces. Label things the same or very similar. Make sure that all your pieces of the puzzle are labeled. The thumbnail, the video file, the title, the description. This is what's going to get you to the top of YouTube. Now, Not My Star Wars is very new, so obviously it's going to take a while for me to get traction over guys that have, thousands of subscribers and thousands of views. This is another important thing. Not My Star Wars. You definitely want your channel to show up. If your channel's not showing up in the top 5, at least top 10, then you're doing something wrong. You need to fix your channel tags. You need to fix your channel description and your about. Make sure you put a description, put links there. Take the time to fill it out. As you can see, this video is ranking under Not My Star Wars. It's not something that's searched tremendously, but some people search it. And if I'm in 3rd place under 350,000 views, 83,000 views, he's got 35,000 subscribers, he's got 600 subscribers, I have 100 subs, and I'm in 3rd place. And more important than just your little video, my entire channel showing up. This is huge in YouTube. This is important. And you're going to see, here's my videos popping up. Now granted, that's a bit of a specific search, but I just wanted to show you that example. Let's look at, for example, okay, so you see, that's important. That's good. I would have to really read the description, but it could probably be better. That's really a big deal when your channel shows up. It should always show up within the top 3 to 5 results for something specific. Let's look at another channel I like. Okay, see that? Very important. To some, you might say, but that's a specific name. Of course you're going to show up. Let me tell you, people screw this up all the time. There's people that you search their specific name and they don't show up. While this is kind of a gimme, quote unquote, if you don't do it right, you're not going to show up. And it is very important that you do. So there's some tips for your creators, and also if you're following the channel, those playlists are so important. They give us a lot of watch time. They show that YouTube that people are interested in your videos. Imagine if I show you a picture and you look at that picture and you like it and you're like, okay, cool. But then you're like, oh, but I really like your picture. I want to see more pictures. So now you go into a photo gallery and you look at 100 of my pictures. That's going to tell other people that you really like my content. So it's the same thing here on YouTube. If you see one video, that's great. But if you're going through a playlist, it tells YouTube that people really enjoy the content because they're not just watching your one video and watching it the whole way through, but they're now proceeding to watch several videos. And it's all about engagement at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how many subs you have, how many views you have. It doesn't matter what graphics and clever words you have. What matters is the engagement on your video. Are people watching the whole video, or at least most of it? And are they continuing on to watch other videos? It's like the recommended videos. This is super important. What comes up next? World Class, Nerdrotic, Red Letter, Mauler, Midnight's Edge. If Midnight's Edge was doing a little more SEO, what should be happening is their videos should be coming up here. Let me show you an example with now this is a new video
for season 7.
We'll see if it comes through, but it should. Okay, see how it's showing suggestions of my videos? That's super, super important. And if you're not doing this correctly, then your videos are not going to come up and suggested. It will tell you here, see, there's 3 videos by me that are among the 20 suggested videos after this. Why is that important? Well, not only for the algorithm, but because it increases the likelihood that if you enjoyed this video, then you're going to say, oh, well, I want to see more stuff by him. So here you're getting suggestions, and it's increasing the likelihood tremendously that you're going to click onto another one of my videos. And that's what YouTube is really looking for. Those are the 3 main things. Is someone watching most, if not the whole video? Is someone interacting with the video? Are they liking it? Are they subscribing? Are they commenting? And then third, and perhaps the most important, are they going to watch more of your content? So Google tracks this. And if you come to my channel and you watch one video and go away from it, then it gives you so much juice. But if you come to my channel, you enjoy my video, then you click on the next video, and then you proceed to watch like 5 videos in a row, that tells YouTube that my content is interesting and people want to watch it. Therefore, they're going to push it up in search because people are wanting to watch more than one of your videos. So this goes back to the playlist that if you really want to help this channel, you'll play all on that playlist and let it go through. Because that not only gives me watch time, which is very important, it gives me views, which help, of course, but it shows YouTube that not only are you wanting to watch my videos, but as to the point of a playlist, you're going through and watching all or most of my videos. It's super, super helpful. Okay, I could go on for hours about this stuff. I hope that stuff helps creators, and also if you're supporting my channel or other creators' channels, that all that information can be very valuable. I want to send a shout out to Abu Nas, who's been very kind and a supporter. He left some really positive comments on a video or 2, and I made a video with some of his rhymes in it. He was very appreciative about it, so I just wanted to give him a shout out. Cool guy. Entertainment Hacker. He's been a big supporter from the beginning of my channel. I want to give him a big shout out. Thank you so much. He's in Japan. He does vlogs. He talks about Star Wars and other things. Thanks a lot. We've DM'd a few times back and forth. He's a cool guy, and I very much appreciate your support and the shout outs on your channel.
I'm gonna do a special shout out. This guy right here, Not My Star Wars. Been watching some videos. Appreciate it. I follow him on Twitter. You can find him here, Not My Star Wars 77. Maybe he's like a year older than me. Maybe that's what that means. Alright, revealed our ages. Sorry, dude.
I also want to give a shout out to Midnight's Edge. They did leave a nice comment on one of my videos, and I watch you guys, enjoy your videos. Just want to give you a quick shout out. Appreciate it. And I want to give a very special thank you to the Fandom Collective. These guys are really awesome. They don't have a ton of videos, and My guess is the reasoning is because they're too busy helping everyone else. So I really wanted to highlight these guys, and I really wanted to thank them because they have helped my channel grow tremendously, both my Twitter and my YouTube. I very much appreciate it. They've been around for about a year. We know the grind of YouTube and learn how important it is to get to know people. Follow us on Twitter and let us know you have a YouTube channel, and we will try to help you. And that's literally what they do. Before I get to that, which I will here in a second, I notice here you say every other week we will host a live stream to promote some YouTube channels, whether they are big or small. This is a way for everyone to meet new channels and check each other out. I'm sure this hasn't been happening because you guys are just really busy. Again, you're helping everyone else out, so I guess you haven't had the time. But I want to strongly stress that you guys should do that. I would do it at least once a week. You could have all kinds of people on for interviews. You could do live streams, and you could highlight channels. I know it's a bunch of work. I know that it would take time, editing, etc. You guys are busy, but it would really boost your channel. Obviously, it would help other creators as well, but it would really boost your channel if you guys did that. So I just want to stress, try to get on that. If I can help in any way, I'm more than happy. But that, not only did you state it, so you should do it, but it's a good idea. You guys have a pretty good following, and you can crisscross and network a lot. I would make sure to do this because this will help your guys' channel grow tremendously, and it of course helps other people. But by having guests on and promoting the other channels like you do the Twitter thing, it's going to help you guys grow a lot. I'm shocked that you only have 586 subscribers, honestly. You should have a lot more. So if you're watching this video, please go subscribe to them. They're really awesome. They do have cool videos, but what I really want to thank them for, and I'm thanking them personally for my growth, but also because of what they do for the Fandom Menace. And basically, you reach out to them, let them know your channel, and they will tweet out your stuff. So here's a good example. I don't even have to notify them. They see my stuff and they'll tweet it for me. I do tweet my own things, but they are really awesome. And it's not just me. They're all day long tweeting other people's content. It helps tremendously because we all see each other's tweets and we all see the Fandom Collective's tweets. So it helps big time, especially for a new creator, to get some traction because they're sharing your stuff very unselfishly. I think you guys are awesome. I want to give you a super huge thank you for myself and for everyone that you help. You guys are great. And while I'm here, I want to give a quick shout out to Penny Jet because I see you. You're always liking and retweeting my stuff. I very much appreciate it, Penny. They see our videos and they'll tweet them out. They don't do a huge description and tags and all that, but this helps because they have 3,100 followers and they're all day long tweeting other people's content and we all see it. You may not be interested in certain stuff, but there's videos that are going to come across that interest you. And then this compounds because we help each other. Maybe I'll see a video, for example, Entertainment Hacker. Now I come along, I would have seen this in my notifications on YouTube because I follow EH. But let's say you don't. You would see this in the Fandom Collective's tweets because you're following them, and then you can help push that, giving it a like or a tweet. And just that simple, we help each other. So it's a really cool thing that they do. They don't ask for anything other than you continuing to help them. We reshare and re-comment and interact with each other's stuff. I just want to give, again, a huge thank you to the Fandom Collective, not just from me, but from everyone involved, that you guys are tremendous and you're doing an awesome job. And 9 times out of 10, when I put up a video, before I can even tweet about it, they're on it and they're sharing my video. So love you guys. Thank you again. If I can do anything to help you guys out, Not My Star Wars is here for you guys. All right, I want to end this pretty long video. Just wanted to say a super thank you again to everyone that has been supporting. It is very much appreciated. I will continue to create as unique content as I can. Please, by all means, send me messages, leave me comments on the videos. I appreciate that stuff. It helps guide me to see what you guys are interested in, what you like, what you don't like, what you maybe think I should or shouldn't do. At the end of the day, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm a very strong-minded person, but I will always take into consideration your guys' feedback, and I look forward to continuing this journey and growing the channel. Thank you all very much, and know that I am watching a lot of you. I try to support as best I can. We all get busy. I spend a lot of time editing, but I try to support a lot of you guys as much as I can as well. Take care, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. May the Force be with you.